It was another typical day at the library. Cleo was busy stocking up new books on the shelf, and Fiona was kind of bored. She walked around the library trying to think of something to do. Her dad was nowhere in sight, so she decided to see what Lionel, her big brother, was doing. "What are you doing, Lionel?" asked Fiona. Lionel was in a comfy chair reading some cliffhanger books. He said, "Well, isn't it obvious? I'm relaxing, kicking back, and reading some good old cliffhanger." Fiona rolled her eyes, knowing that she's not a big fan of cliffhanger books. "Have you seen Dad anywhere? I can't find him," asked Leona to Lionel. Lionel then stopped reading and stopped for a second. You know, now that you mention it, I haven't seen Dad all day. Where is he?" We then have a montage of Leona and Lionel looking for their dad all over the library. Afterwards, Lionel said, "Well, we looked everywhere in the library and we still couldn't find Dad." The cubs were getting a bit worried until they realized there was a door behind them which they never been in before. "Have that door always been there?" asked Lionel. "I don't know," said Fiona. "I mean, this is a big library." "True, but we've been to almost every location. How come we never noticed this door?" They both looked at each other and then looked at the door. They both then agreed that maybe it wasn't a good idea to go in there. Besides, it's probably just a storage room. They were about to walk away until they heard a They quickly looked back at the door and Lionel said, "Hey, I know that sound anywhere. That's Dad whenever he's eating." "He must be in that door then," said Fiona. They both then make their way to the door. They slowly open it. They said, "Dad, are you in here?" It turns out that it was their father, who was Theo. However, what they saw what he was doing made them shook and shocked. Theo was in the room eating some dead human parts. Their arms, their legs. Luckily, no blood, but still, it was pretty disturbing to see. Especially considering that the lions in the show don't actually eat humans or other characters. They only just eat meat. "Dad?" Lionel said in shock. Theo then stopped what he was doing and quickly turned around, surprised to see his cubs seeing what he was doing. "Oh, Cubs! Look, it's not what it looks like, I promise. "What do you mean it's not what it looks like?" said Lionel. "You're eating parts of humans?" Fiona was just behind Lionel, scared out of her mind. "Okay, I guess it is what it looks like. But you see, Theo tried to make up an excuse to get out of it, but sadly, it didn't work. The jig was up. "I guess I can't keep it a secret much longer. Sometimes I come into this room and eat some deceased body parts of humans." Lionel and Leona just stood back in shock. "Dad, why though?" Theo just lowered his head in shame. He felt like a bad father. He never wanted his cubs to see him like this. "Does Mom know?" Lionel said. "No, and we must keep it that way," Theo quickly said. But Dad, why?" Lionel said. "I'm a lion, son. It's in my nature, and probably soon when you grow up, you'll get that same nature as well." Lionel tried to say something, but choked back a bit from his tears. But... Leona at this point was just shaking in fear, still behind Lionel. She didn't say a word. "Look, son," Theo said, putting his hand on his son's shoulders. "I'm not proud of this, and I know you're not proud of seeing me doing this. But once you get older, the soon you'll know that that's just the natural way of things." Theo then looked at the human parts, then back at Lionel. "You know, son, I can't eat all this by myself. I think you're old enough to learn now." You want me to eat that?" Lionel said, questioning. Leona looked at Lionel and nodded her head no, as it wasn't a good idea. Lionel then just stopped for a second. He thought about it and looked at Leona again and said, "You know, Dad does have a point. I mean, we're lions. It's in our nature. And, well, we can't let this go to waste, now can we?" He then joined his father in eating some of the human parts, like the arms, the legs. Leona then decided that maybe Lionel was right. I mean, it's just a natural way of things. So she quickly then joined in. Afterwards, they left the room with their bellies all full. Theo said, "Now, Cubs, listen, we gotta keep this a secret. Your mom must never find out, or anyone else. Promise me you will keep this between us. Got it?" The Cubs nodded in agreement. Then they went back to do their normal things. The episode then ended.